So the lineups for England versus Fiji's quarterfinals have been announced. Few surprises in there from both coaches. And in this video, we'll be looking through at exactly who has been selected for their respective sides in this monumental quarterfinal match for the English. We will start with their front row. Number 1, Ellis Genge. Number 2, Jamie George. And number 3, Dan Cole. So the exact same as what we did see for the English last week in their game. Up against Samoa in the locking duo, it will be Maro Itoje at number 4, and then number 5, Ollie Chisholm, who did get himself a try up against the Samoans. The first of that contest was a rarity to score throughout that game for the English, but Chisholm was able to cross the try line. Looking at the loose forward trio, it is Courtney Laws at number 6, number 7, Tom Curry, and number 8, Ben Earl. So England really not wanting to make too many changes for this quarterfinal match, feeling like they were close to getting it right in that last contest. Perhaps with a couple little tweaks, could find themselves with some success here. Looking at the back line, this is where we see quite a few changes for the English. Number 9, Alex Mitchell, and number 10, Owen Farrell. Now, he will also be the captain for this contest, but I think George Ford, a lot of people wanted to see him in the starting side, perhaps Farrell coming off the bench. It's a massive call from Steve Borthwick, and it could be make or break for this English backline throughout this quarterfinal. Out on the left wing, it is Elliot Daly. In the midfield, they have gone back to Manu Tuolangi at number 12 and number 13, Joe Marchant. I believe that is a good option for the English. Having Farrell and Ford on the field at the same time seems to not quite work, so it was always going to be just one of them in the side, but I think quite a few people surprised that it was Farrell. Number 14, Johnny May, and then at number 15, ahead of Freddie Stewart, it is Marcus Smith. Now, he has started one game at 15. It was up against Chile, in which he did go quite well. But this is going to be up against the Fijians, a side that will look to get line breaks, look to get Marcus Smith one-on-one. So his defence will have to be very good. Looking through at the reserves, number 16, Theo Dan, number 17, Joe Marler, and number 18, Kyle Sinclair, number 19, George Martin, and number 20, Billy Vunipola. So throughout those first 5 forward replacements, you've got the experience of guys who have played in the 2019 Rugby World Cup alongside the newer men getting themselves a chance now for their debut World Cups. Number 21, it is Danny Kerr. Number 22, this is where we do see George Ford. And then number 23 to close out the English side for this quarterfinal, it is Ollie Lawrence, but that is their side. Now looking through at the Fijians, they have also made quite a few changes throughout this contest, including a few injury replacements that have now being filled in. Number 1, it is Oroni Maui. Number 2, Tavita Ikanaveri. So his first start in quite some time for the Fijians. That is ahead of Sam Matavesi, who will be coming off the bench. And then at number 3, Luke Tangi. So no surprises really in that front row for myself. I knew that they'd keep the props the same. It's just that switch of Tavita Ikanaveri. In the lock-in duo, it is Asona Silasila at number 4, with number 5 being Albert Tuisui. Now, we originally saw the injury of Timo Maina Vanua, which meant he was going to be unavailable. Then there was also a bit of an injury for Thorika Davita, which is why Albert Tuisui comes into the starting lineup, and a couple Fijian draw boys find themselves off the bench. In the loose forward trio, Lakima Tangitangi Valu will be the starting 6. Number 7, Lavani Botia, a man who has had a tremendous Rugby World Cup campaign, would love to be able to get over the ball, win a few turnovers for his side, and has also scored a couple tries throughout this World Cup. And then number 8, Viliami Mata, always going to give you a big performance, a physical individual going head-to-head with Ben Earl for this matchup. Looking through at the backline, number 9, Frank Lamani, and number 10, Vilamoni Botitu. So the same combo as they did go with in their last game up against the Portuguese. Out on the left wing, the return of Semi Radradra. In the midfield, it is going to be Joshua Tuisova at number 12 and number 13, Waisia Nayaf. He will also still have captaincy for the Fijians in this matchup. Number 14, Vinaya Habosi, so making his way from the left wing to the right wing for this fixture. And then at number 15, to close out the starting lineup, it is Eliza Doroasisi. He didn't play last week, so it makes sense that he's coming back into the starting side here. He'll be well rested and raring to go for this match. Now looking at the reserves, number 16, Sam Matavesi, number 17, Penny Ravai, and number 18, Masaki Donge, number 19, Meli Derialangi. So actually getting that chance as maybe a locking replacement in this game rather than the loose forward trio, although if the locks get through unscathed, there is a chance Derialangi makes his way on at maybe Number 6. Number 20, it is Believe Mera Mera. So he hasn't had a huge amount of minutes throughout this Rugby World Cup, but now getting the chance in the quarterfinal. Number 21, Simeone Kuravoli. He's been a fantastic asset in this Fijian squad. Number 22, Osifu Masi. And then at number 23, after having almost 200 running meters in the last contest, it is Sareli Mangwala. But that is the starting lineup and reserves for England and Fiji. These two sides going head-to-head at 4 a.m. New Zealand time on Monday morning. Should be an absolutely awesome game. We will be doing the live commentary on the channel as well, so be sure to check that out. We'll also have a preview a little bit closer to the kickoff of how we think this match will go. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be an entertaining game when the two sides take to the field. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Do let me know what you think of these lineups in the comments down below, and I will see you all for the next one.